What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're bringing you another how to mine video. This time we're going to be talking about Raptoreum. If you want to learn about Raptoreum, you can go to raptoreum.com. You have home, tools, downloads, exchanges, why Raptoreum, ASIC and FPGA proof, easy and powerful Raptoreum future. It is protected from 51 or double spend attacks. And then you can go down here and check out what they're doing, some of the exchanges. You guys can see this even on CoinMarketCap or wherever else you want to see. So you can go on their website and check them out if you're interested in mining Raptoreum. There's a CPU mineable coin. So if you have a decent CPU or any CPU, you can mine on it. It's not any kind of advice, but I'm showing you guys how to mine it. So I got to say a couple of things. Alright, and raptoreum.org is a community website that built for them. You guys can go through it. It pretty much talks about everything else. And then I want to touch upon Raptoreum smart nodes. You can use a couple of websites. You can use this Raptoreum nodes. I never used this one, but it is on their website. And that one needed 1,000. Then you have iNodes where you need 500 and you can earn about ROI 28%, stuff like that. So once you mine it, you can put in nodes as well. If you want nodes on your own, it's a lot of Raptoreum, but these are some options for you. And check these websites if you're interested. I'm mining to an actual wallet, not to any of these websites. I'm just stacking a little bit to see if it does anything in the future. So that's basically speculative mining for me. So let's get into mining. So a couple of things we're going to need. Obviously, we're going to need a pool. We're going to need a wallet, miner, and a CPU. Well, if you have a computer, you sure has to have a CPU. So you can go to Flock Pool right here and you can hit start mining. Here is some of your regions. I am using the US Flock Pool. I'm just gonna copy this, just we're gonna need it. Here are your ports and everything else. We're gonna need those. And down here, once you set up your bat file, the miner I have is the CPU miner-gr. So if you click on it, it will open this 1.2.4.1 hotfix. They did reduce their miner fee, so that's good as well. And then down here I have Windows, so I'll click on Windows and download it. And up here it's gonna pop out it's downloading. I already have it and everything else. And then let's extract a folder and show you guys how to set up your bat file. So this is what the folder will look like, something like this after you extract it. And we're gonna go ahead and right click and edit on our config. So we're doing config, not any of these other ones. And basically this is what I set up to mine for it. Well, where did I get all this stuff? So over here we have a secure SSL port, wallet address, wherever you get it from. I'm just gonna put something in there. Choose a worker name. I have a 3900X. Then password. Password is very important because that allows you to change how much payout you want and stuff like that. And it should create something like this for you. You see a URL Stratno Flockpool 555. That's the secure port. We are using US West Flock Pool, which is up here. So you can refresh this a couple of times and tell you which one is fastest for your region and use that one. The username is the address dot whatever you named it over here. Then you have an X, that is your password. Like I said, when you start mining, I'll show you that in a second. Then you can change your payout and stuff like that. And then algorithm is GR. So we can copy and paste all of this into our bat file. And there's my bat file. After this, we're just gonna click and save. Make sure you save it every time. All right, and then go back to the folder. You're gonna right click on the CPU miner and run as administrator. This will open up the pages for you, which is going to give you a little bit boost in hash rate. Now when you first time open, it's going to ask you to tune your CPU. You can do it. I did it. It took about 2.5 hours, and then it's going to start mining for you. So if it starts and it's doing it, don't get upset because it's just fine tuning your CPU. I'm going to go and hit run as administrator, and it should pop up something like this for you. It is telling me it's a 3900X 12 core. I have turned on my hue pages and everything else, and it should show you start to accept the shares, or for you, if it's your first time, it's going to start fine tuning your CPU for it, and it will show something different. It'll tell you right here on the right how much time you have, how much percent is done. So now that we have it set up, where do we check what we are making? So if we close that and we go back to Flock Pool, I have my address right here and search. This is my 3900X. You can see I turned it off just for this recording. Up here it says 1 active, pending, unpaid, and toll paid out so far. I changed mine to 100 RTM, which takes me, I want to say about 2 days, a little bit less than 2 days. I get about 50 something a day when I kept track of it. So I changed it to 100 so it's not constantly giving me payouts of 10, 10, 10, 10. Every couple of days I get paid out. This is my average kill hash. Now I have nothing because I'm recording. 5,700 accepted shares, about 10%, about 10 stale, about 0.2% is stales. And then you can look at all this, and down here it's going to say your worker name, which we set up, and your hash rate and everything else. So that's all for mining. So CPU, address, CPU miner, and this is the pool you can check it on. You can also go to miningpoolstats.stream/Raptoreum and check out the other hash rate. Most of it's in flock pool, and then you have some on our planet and C3 pool, and then less and less and less on all the other ones. I like flock pool. At first I didn't like it. I wasn't comfortable with it, but now that I'm using it, I have it on my phone just like on the web browser, and I'm checking it every so often. Difficulty is dropping a little bit, the price did drop a little bit as well. So you can choose any of these pools you want. Block pool hits the most blocks, so that's the one I like to use. And then last thing I wanted to show you before we end this video, this is what I did with my CPU. I got the cores to 3600, all of them. And then I lowered the wattage down to 1.1 volt. I think stock is a 1.3 on this CPU. So I went and lowered it. It did not affect any of the hash rate for me. And lowered the wattage that the computer is using, or the CPU. So it should be doing about 60 watts, and I can check that here. Now it's not on, but it was using about 60 watts when I was mining. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Pretty simple. You need a CPU miner, you need a wallet, you need a pool, and then you can start mining it. Make sure you remember that it will take some fine tuning. There is a line you can put in there to not fine tune it. I did it just to see if it'll help me at all, and I haven't looked back. And then if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. As always guys, I'll try to answer them, and have a wonderful day.